So it's a Monday morning, everyone is up. They're not happy with that. We've got loads to do today. So I'm guessing you guys would have seen the paludarium behind me now as I came in the door then. That is not quite ready yet. I'm nearly finished with it. It's going really well. It's my first time doing something like this. Exo Terra, we've got water down the bottom section for some fish, and we've got the top section where you can open up the doors to and just see whatever inhabitants, amphibians that I might be going to put in there. Again, it's not quite ready, so I didn't want to rush it. I want to make it look really good, but it's turning out far better than I even thought it was going to. So I'm really excited to hopefully bring that to you next weekend. So one of the main things I want to talk about in today's video, or actually do not talk about, is sort out Timmy's tank. As I mentioned in the previous video, which is the pea puffer, adding to my nano dirty tank video, his tank went through a massive bout of cyanobacteria. Now I put in the stuff, the powder stuff that clears all that up. It's taken a good week or so, but all the cyanobacteria is now dead. But I didn't want to just do a massive water change straight away because you need to give it time for that stuff to work. Now that stuff's worked, it's all ready to be cleaned out and started again looking smart because it's a little bit rough. Yeah, so Timmy's just saying hello, but you can see there, look, a lot of the Anubias has now come sort of back to life and looking really healthy again. On this stick here there was loads of cyano, all over this sand there was loads of cyano. You can see it's all sort of peeling off now, and Timmy's completely following me. And look, our guppy that we put in accidentally once with a little bit of a water change, this was ages ago, it was a tiny little baby then, has grown up. So these two are buddies, and that's really nice to see. But what I want to do now is get it nice and clean, get the water level up a little bit. I don't want to go too near the edge, I don't want him to be able to climb out, but we can do something a little bit better than what we've got here, because, you know, now that it's all cleared up, I feel happy to do a big water change and a scrub down and get everything looking really good again. So that's all of that clear. What I want to do now is take Timmy out. Timmy, come here, fella. Look how small he is. He's so tiny still. And put him out here in this nice little bowl so that he can enjoy the sunshine. It's good for him to get some natural sun on them. He might panic for a second, but it'll calm down. Is he cute? Yeah?
Have you shrunk him?
I haven't shrunk him, he just looks smaller out here, I think. Do you mean I shrunk him? No, I just put him out here so he can do some sunbathing.
Is he upside down?
Is he what?
Upside down.
No, look.
I saw him move. I just hear him moving.
He will move. Oh, bye. Right, so I've taken everything out and I've just laid it out in the sun here, and that'll just sort of bake off all of the cyano and other algae bits, and then I can just scrub it off once it's all dried. I think that's the best way of doing it. So that's now all the water out the tank. Doors are open in here because it's absolutely boiling hot today in the UK. Really nice sunny day. Timmy's just chilling outside, but what I want to do is keep all of that substrate. There's some coarser gravel bits in there that I was using to build up the back area. Well, I'm going to sieve those out so it's just the sand, because you don't want Timmy choking on me. Timmy's getting a little bit bigger now, and his mouth is just big enough to swallow some of those, well, potentially swallow some of that gravel. It can happen. I've never seen it happen with my turtles that I had for 9 years before, but it can happen, so we need to remove that chance. So I'm going to take it out, sieve it all clean, and then reuse the same sand, because that's a really good way of making sure that the good bacteria are still surviving. Right, so I was about to put the whole thing back, and then I decided to do something. Now, I said I wasn't going to do this, but I've changed my mind. Let me explain why. Right, so I was about to bring it all in and put it back where it was, and then I decided I didn't want this hanging out in the middle anymore. Although it is technically saving space because it's using unused floor area, it's kind of restricting me moving around where I can put my tripods and that. So I've decided to move the small nano tank, you know, the pond, if you like. It's a nano pond, but well, I've got Timmy in at the moment. Move that into the other studio. I'm going to put this one side on against the wall. It's really hard to see what I'm talking about, but yeah, put this one side on against the back wall, and I'm going to get a second tank, and I'm going to have a double decker there because I can have it so it's not completely on the floor. It's really, really hard to explain at the moment, but I'll show you in a minute when I've moved it all around. Anyway. Right then, here we go, nearly finished. Basically, I just need to get some board to cover up this front area, tidy it up a little bit. But I have got so much more space in here now, I can just stroll around. Hang on, let me show you how much I can stroll around. Here we go, just strolling around. So yeah, Timmy's tank is now wrapped. Let's get that in the other studio. Day has officially turned into night, and what was supposed to be a quick little thing for me to do today has taken all day. But we've got this new tank set up here now. I'm not going to be setting it up in this video because this is just a vlog of what I'm doing. It's going to be a full build video on this one. I'm touching it like you can see what I'm touching, but you can't because I've got the narrow lens on, but never mind. Anyway, it's going to be a really cool build video. I'm going to get started on it straight away, but it's going to run quite really long, you know, if I do it on top of this. So yeah, and plus you want to jump straight into a build video, don't you? You don't want to have like all this rubbish beforehand. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the bigger studio, not this older one, and just have a look at how things have changed because it's pretty cool in there now. Not that it wasn't before, but extra. Oh, by the way, do you like our little lights? Right guys, here we have it. Look at this, space. So much space. There's actually more space than it looks like on the camera, but trust me, there's lots of space. Pancho doing his thing. It's a bit misty in here because I just cleaned out this whole tank at the bottom, put some fresh sand in because we had some horrible cyano-y stuff in there that I took out. That tank's all clean. Look at how sparkling this tank's doing, the wild guppy tank. I've given it a trim in and done some really nice replanting, and that's looking extra swish now. Really clean water as well. But look, the tank is no longer blocking the view. So there's just tons of room in here, and it means I can take loads of steps, look, all the way to the other end. Oh, why have I turned this off? Well, you've seen it at the start of the video anyway, but yeah, there's so much space now. I can just view everything from a little bit more of a giant fan. It's been very hot today, so I brought this in here just to get some air circulating, and it's done the trick beautifully. Hello Goldies, how you doing? So basically guys, I switched the tank behind me around because I would just want to have more options of backdrops, and I didn't want to be so cramped in here anymore because although it did, you know, give me that extra space to use in the middle, it also really limited like the space I had either side. Whereas now I've got one big area, and the only thing I've missed out on really is that small tank that we've now got over in the new studio, which was always the plan anyway. So yeah, anyway, it's just looks really great, doesn't it? Because I just find having like space to have something nice behind you, keep it interesting for you guys as well, even though there's a really big blur on it at the moment. That's because the new lens does this really cool blurred back thing that I don't know anything about, but it looks cool. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I've decided to switch it around. It's just more space, more backdrops, and I really enjoy looking at the angelfish aquarium straight on, and I think I'm going to be doing the same with the Asian aquarium. It'd be cool to have like the two for comparison and everything like that. And also the way I want to build the tank as well lends itself far better to being against the wall as it is. I can switch anything up whenever I want, so if I don't like it, it can go back, but I think it's going to look absolutely great. And normally when I've got an idea in my head, it normally turns out quite good when it's like right there, and I've been going over it and over and over it like I have with the Asian aquarium. So yeah, got that to look forward to. But like I said guys, next up is the Palurdarium you can see behind me. Now hopefully I'm going to have that done by this weekend, and I can show you the full build of it. Really looking forward to it, and it's something so new to me, but I'm really liking it so far because it's so out of a comfort zone, and I'm getting really used to now just trying new things and pushing like my limits and what I think I can and can't do. I've always been a bit scared of taking it on, just because you get so used to doing something like fish, I know, water, I know, and filters, I know. Now all of a sudden I've got to learn terrestrial plants and, you know, biosystems, and I don't even know what it's all called, but there you go. I'm not great at all the names of everything. Yeah, I'm still learning, so I think sometimes that's what you guys like as well, is that you learn with me as well though, so as long as nothing's injured in the process, which, you know, it's not going to be, is it? Let's face it. From what I've been researching, it's actually easier keeping amphibians and, you know, terrestrial sort of setups than it is for fish, to be honest. Hopefully I don't eat those words, but, you know, I don't think I will. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. Make sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. I will see you on the next one.